Adam, it's good to catch up. You've been away from Argyle for a while. How do you reflect on your time at Torquay and how it went during your loan stint?
Well, I was very happy with how it went, really. I got out of it what I wanted. As a team, we were obviously disappointed with the way it finished. That's the way it goes sometimes. But personally, I felt as though I did well. Got the experience that I wanted out of it. So I'm happy here.
Gary Johnson, a very experienced manager, someone that you enjoyed working with?
Yeah, definitely. I think he helped bring on my game in certain aspects. It's always good to get different points of view on your own playing performance. But yeah, I enjoyed working. He did encourage me to work hard, and he helped me.
And going there and playing over 40 games, I mean, that must have been perfect for you, fantastic, game time experience.
Yeah, massive. I wanted to go there and play as many games as possible, obviously, but I never expected quite as many as that. I just wanted to get in the team, play some games and play well. And that's what I did, I think. And
you played in the centre midfield, but it sounded like you played on the right a bit as well. Did you get a bit of variety in playing positions?
Yeah, I played loads of different positions when I was there, which is obviously good. Add some strings to the bow, as they say. But yeah, I played out wide right, I played right back sometimes, which is obviously a good experience for me. But I think I can cope when I play there, so yeah, it's good.
Before you went to Torquay, you had some match experience with Argyle, didn't you? But to sort of go from playing a few games off the bench to being a first team regular, do you feel that's really brought your game on now? Yeah,
I think it's boosted my confidence as well as everything else, because playing those games and having that amount of almost confidence instilled in you to play every game and be an influence on the team is always good. So yeah, I was happy with that.
And just missing out on automatic promotion, and then penalty shootout defeat in the player final. You'll know what the England lads have gone through. I mean, how frustrating, disappointing, painful was that? Because you came so close twice, didn't you?
Yeah, it was gutting. Ultimately, we shouldn't really have put ourselves in that position anyway, because we were good enough to win the league outright. But when it did come down to that, we felt confident going into that final game, and it just wasn't meant to be, unfortunately. And had a few sleepless nights over it, but move on now and onto this season coming.
Absolutely. And although you're back at Argyle, I'm sure you'll keep an eye on Torquay's results
definitely,
next season and how they're getting on and what have you. I mentioned it to you briefly last night, but you played on June the 20th and you've not had a long summer break. How do you feel about that?
I feel alright. If it was down to me, I'd have been in earlier, but I was told by John strictly to have some rest. But it would have been good for me, because although I haven't experienced it really, I've been told you need the time off. Season into season it will be hard, so it'll be good for me, but I'm glad to be back now.
Yeah, you might appreciate come the middle of the season or the back end of the season when you did have a little bit of time off, sort of thing. Rather than
exactly.
Just going straight through. But you're a young lad, so I'm sure you can cope with that. What are your thoughts on coming back to Argyle and the sort of challenge that faces you now?
Well, obviously what I want to do is get in the team. I'm not here to be sort of an extra player just training. I want to have that shirt. With the new lads coming in, there's obviously people to compete, but that's always good, having competition. But I think I can step up to the challenge and force my way in and keep that shirt.
I think you've got every right to feel confident and have that aim, after what you did at Torquay last season, and the manager said some very good things about you, while you were at Torquay and since you've come back and signed your new contract. How much confidence does it give you that the manager has so much confidence in you?
Oh, definitely, especially when you're sort of given the contract before the end of the season. It sort of settles you down, because you know where your future's at a bit more. And it shows that he's always watching and he knows that he wants to keep you on before it gets to a point of he wants to. He's showing that he has confidence in me.
That's a good vote of confidence, isn't it? Obviously, you're a local lad, Adam. What would it mean to you to be able to break into the first team and become a regular here at Argyle?
It's everything that I've ever wanted, really. I've only ever wanted to play for Argyle, to go out and play on the pitch. From watching, I just wanted to be down there. So I mean, a hell of a lot to me.
Do you think you're close? I mean, you're not going to take anything for granted, but do you feel like you've got a really good chance of getting in the team?
Yeah, I feel like I'm closer than I've ever been before. I don't see any reason why I can't now push on and get in the team. I feel confident in my own ability. So.
Coming back to Argyle, I mean, does it? You know, there was quite a few new faces as well. You know, what does the squad feel like? You know, still early days in pre-season, but how does it feel? It's all shaping up.
I think it's good. The new lads are all good additions. I think everyone gets on well. They're all nice people off the pitch as well, which I think certainly helps with sort of the bonding side of things. But they're all good players as well, strong players.
And there's a game against Bristol Rovers on Saturday, and then there's like a trio of Championships clubs coming up playing here. I mean, that's going to be a really good test for the squad in the next week to 10 days, isn't it?
Yeah, it would be a good challenge. It's always good to put yourself up against people who are supposedly better than you, to see how you can cope with that and see if you can match them or even be better than them.
Pitch looks great this morning. You're looking forward to getting on there and having a kicking about?
Yeah, it's always lovely, isn't it? They do a very good job. Very good job. But yeah, I can't wait to get out there.
Wish you all the very best for this season, Adam. Thanks
very much. Thank you.
Okay. What would be your preferred position coming back?
My preferred position, I enjoy playing in centre mid. As they have it set up now, I feel as I could play in either of the centre mid positions, either defensive or attacking. Defensive, I've probably see more of the ball and dictate the play a bit more. But then attacking, I like to get forward as well at times.
So basically you'll play where you want you to play.
Yeah, as long as I'm in the team, I'm happy.
Okay. And just one last question. What would you say would be the biggest difference between the styles of Gary Johnson and Ryan Lewis?
It's tough. Both are quite possession-based teams. I think Argyle more so. Torquay can be more direct when it's needed, but that's not to say that Argyle won't be. I think Argyle want to play through the thirds more, as in from the back, playing through the midfield, playing forward. Both high tempo style of play, I think. So challenging physically, but no, I think they're both. Can't remember the word. They're both effective. That's it. Effective styles of play to break down the opposition.
Thanks very much.
No worries.